The physical division of the Earth categorizes its interior based on the physical properties of its materials, such as their state, solid, liquid, or semi-solid, and behavior under pressure and temperature. This division is different from the chemical division and is focused on the physical state and mechanical properties of the Earth's layers. The Earth's physical structure is divided into 5 main layers. Lithosphere. Characteristics. The lithosphere is the solid, outermost layer of the Earth. It includes the crust and the uppermost part of the mantle. State, solid. Composition. Composed of rigid rocks, including the oceanic and continental crust, along with the uppermost portion of the mantle. Thickness. About 5 to 100 kilometers thick, varying depending on whether it is oceanic or continental. Behavior. The lithosphere is divided into tectonic plates that float on the more fluid layers beneath and are responsible for plate tectonics, earthquakes, and volcanic activity. Asthenosphere. Characteristics. The asthenosphere lies beneath the lithosphere and is part of the upper mantle. State. Semi-solid, more fluid than the lithosphere. It behaves plastically, meaning it can flow slowly over long periods of time. Composition. Primarily composed of silicate minerals like olivine and pyroxenes, with iron and magnesium. Thickness. Extends from about 100 kilometers to 660 kilometers below the Earth's surface. Behavior. The asthenosphere allows for the movement of tectonic plates above it. Convection currents within the asthenosphere drive plate motion. Mesosphere, lower mantle. Characteristics. The mesosphere is the lower portion of the mantle beneath the asthenosphere. It is much more rigid compared to the asthenosphere due to higher pressure. State. Solid, but still capable of slow flow over geological timescales. Composition. Composed of silicate minerals rich in iron and magnesium, similar to the upper mantle, but denser. Thickness. Extends from about 660 kilometers to 2,900 kilometers beneath the surface. Behavior. The mesosphere is more rigid than the asthenosphere and doesn't undergo the same plastic flow but still experiences slow convective motion. Outer core. Characteristics. The outer core is a liquid layer beneath the mantle and surrounds the inner core. State, liquid, mostly molten iron and nickel. Composition. Composed mainly of molten iron, Fe, and nickel, Ni, with smaller amounts of sulfur, S, and oxygen, O. Thickness. About 2,200 kilometers thick. Behavior. The outer core generates the Earth's magnetic field through convection and movement of the molten metal. The liquid state is due to the high temperatures that cause the iron to melt, despite the immense pressure. Inner core. Characteristics. The inner core is the deepest and hottest layer of the Earth, located at the center of the planet. State. Solid, despite the extremely high temperatures, due to the immense pressure at this depth. Composition. Composed mainly of iron and nickel. Thickness. About 1,200 kilometers thick. Behavior. The inner core is solid because of the extreme pressure that prevents the iron from melting, despite temperatures that exceed 5,000 degrees Celsius to 7,000 degrees Celsius. Summary of the physical division. Lithosphere, solid outer layer, crust and uppermost mantle. Asthenosphere, semi-solid, plastic, and slowly flowing layer beneath the lithosphere, upper mantle. Mesosphere, solid and rigid layer beneath the asthenosphere, lower mantle. Outer core, liquid, molten iron and nickel. Inner core, solid iron and nickel under immense pressure. This physical division of the Earth reflects how the materials change in response to increasing pressure and temperature as you move toward the planet's center. The flow and behavior of these materials are crucial in driving geological processes like plate tectonics, mantle convection, and the generation of Earth's magnetic field.